and sometimes it doesn't. This thingy. It's probably dependent on if the little box is charged, but I don't think it is right at the moment. I guess that kind of matters, doesn't matter, sort of. Kind of, sort of. Okay. Have you gotten the cold plunge yet?
No, I keep saying I want to, and every time I say that, whoever I'm talking to is like, I don't know if you really want to. I'm like, just let me try.
I said the same thing to Ro yesterday. I'm like, I really want to. I just need an accountability person because I've wanted to, like, I did it forever. Like in college, we had to do it twice a day, and I felt like it made me feel so much better.
Really?
But it's that initial time of doing it because you know it's just going to be so uncomfortable.
It's that bad?
It just depends if you are like averse.
Yeah.
It's not terrible if like you're not a cold wuss, but like I feel like growing up in a very warm climate, I can be a little wussy.
Yeah. That's what I don't know if I am or not. It would be like I would find that out.
Yeah. You know if that was an adversity challenge for you or not. I don't know. You can go to Africa, no problem, and I feel like you can probably tolerate cold.
Oh wait, it looks like, have you ever had like 2 videos happen?
In the
Oh wait, I think they're
if
gone.
it's a redo workout, sometimes they put
Okay.
another video in there. But we've only had a redo.
Oh, there. Hey guys. It's been a few weeks.
It's been a minute.
It looks kind of blurry to me. Is it blurry to you guys? Hey Ronnie.
So click over to the big screen, and if you hit this little setup button at the bottom, so like you just bring the cursor to it, and then if you click on this, go to 740. I don't know why it likes the default. Jen, you want a rower
Crystal
or
clear.
a skier? This is right. Okay, sweet. We can't see new runners. Which I feel like, I don't know why I'm so sore today, but I think.
Did you do the Hinshaw stuff on this one?
Yes. I think it's just, I blame Jake, because Jake was like, my paces today are 17 and a half. And I was like, Jake, I haven't done 100-meter all-out sprints at 17 and a half on that thing. Where are you getting this from?
Why are we being so aggressive?
Right. Good morning, crew. Happy Tuesday, gang. Happy Tuesday of Regionals Week. It is a high energy week here. Alfonso, Willie in the house. George, little dude. Jacob, good morning. Danielle, Aaron, Shebird, howdy. Jimmy, good morning. Ronnie, Jeffrey, Tad. Everyone is just like, you guys are so fast this morning. Heck yes. And we have a fun one on the agenda this morning, let me tell you. Because who doesn't like, I'm still to be determined. I can't decide if I want to do body weight or minimal because we have running and either jumping lunges or dumbbell deadlifts. And jumping lunges to me, I feel like they're harder for me because they're dynamic and explosive. My heart wants to do deadlifts because I can do them slower. But I can't decide. I don't know.
Jumping lunges when your legs
are so bad.
Like there's no just pushing through. It's like, well, we're not moving.
So we'll see. George, those are the new version runner. The only difference I can really tell is the cup holder. Although I'm sore today from a run yesterday, so maybe there. I don't know. What do you think about the new ones?
I haven't done a whole lot on them, but from what I can tell, yeah, the cup holder.
Yeah.
Although the cup holder makes a huge difference.
It really does. I'm totally in for the cup holder. It seems really smooth.
And from Chris, Coffee Shop Chris.
Yeah.
He said that it's more of a natural
Really?
run, and what used to be longer, was it longer on the old ones? So like 200 meters.
Yes, they were
didn't
long.
calibrate
Yes.
the same,
Yes.
and these calibrate more to like natural running.
Dang.
So
Yesterday I was like, this 1,000 is definitely long. It was not long. Aaron, well, we kind of talked about this a couple episodes back because it's $1,000 extra for the new one,
Oh, wow.
which is in my mind a lot for a cup holder. I know it's not just a cup holder. I'll actually do some probably research to understand it more, because I mean, if it really is a natural progression, and you see Rich use it all the time for like his knees and things like that. And so if it really is more tender on that, Tasia would probably be a good example, because she had long ago a sesamoid fracture. So seeing how that would like affect her foot would be interesting to me if she could feel a difference. We'll see, Aaron. I'll let you know. TBD. Gary, good morning. Diana, good morning, gang. So crew, we're gonna start with our, Jen always comes for running workouts. She shows up and without a doubt it's gonna be a run.
running.
Jacob, what can I set for running and jumping? Because, well, Jacob, I mean, you can do the deadlifts, because that wouldn't be running.
And if you don't have equipment, you can still do those, but maybe like single leg.
Yep, single leg RDLs, that's a great idea. But if you're looking for like a sub for the run that's not bounding, I don't know can you step up and step down? Because you could do step up, step down burpees if that's not too much stress on the Achilles, or if box step ups without bounding, like a really maybe stable step up, step down. Trying to think of something else or if you even have any other piece of cardio equipment, that you could totally do that too. Just trying to think of other things that won't crush your Achilles. We'll think. Let me know pieces of equipment and if down is an option. Because you don't want to irritate that Achilles.
No.
That's no fun at all.
Nope.
All right, guys, so we're gonna do a modified hinge chop warm up, just basically warming up those ankles and hips and knees. So we're just doing kind of like a dynamic warm up. We usually do them in 10-yard increments, but most of the time, no one really has that much space, so you can kind of go back and forth, unless you are doing this at a gym. So we're gonna be doing variations of walking on our toes, our heels, walking on the balls of our feet with our toes pointed out and our toes pointed in. Then we'll do some butt kicks and some high knees. And then whatever supplement you want for running, you can jog a little bit. I'd recommend getting your heart rate up a little bit before this workout. And then we will go into it. If you guys have any questions. And then we'll do
what you're gonna do. Game time decision.
You guys tell me, should I? Jen's gonna do the,
Wow.
I let them vote.
Wow.
They always pick the worst one. Like, they're always like, do this. They know me well. Jen's gonna do the run and deadlift. So what do you guys think? Should I do run? Hi, SKS. Marcus, good morning.
Hi.
Should I? Philip, have you done
Let's
this?
go.
Where's Erica? Erica, have you done this? Did you guys do jumping lunges or deadlifts? I'm trying to decide here. Then guys, after the hinge show warm up, we're gonna do one round of 10 lunge elbow to floor and 20 glute bridge. I'll probably have to come back and look at that. Also, I'm sweating already. I don't know about you. Ugh. Erica, how are the deadlifts? Lewis.
Do the deadlift.
Oh, that's okay, I would pick that.
You could do one set of the 26, or what is it? What's the 24, 16, 12,
Ooh.
and another set.
I like that.
Jumping lunges.
Okay.
Alternate,
I like
maybe?
that. That's a really good idea.
And see the difference between the two? I don't know.
I dig it. Let's do that. So I'll do, if you're gonna start with deadlifts, I'll start with lunges, and I'll go lunge, deadlift.
All right.
Unless people say something different. Danielle doing everyone's doing the deadlifts.
Wow.
See, but that's just because, I mean, I think it just really depends on the kind of athlete you are. For me, being an endurance athlete, jumping lunges just crushed me.
Yes.
Crushed me.
Eyeless
She worked on those
strikes
forever.
See.
All right, Chris, so we are going to start with walking on our toes. Ooh. And then we'll walk back on our heels, because I feel like this microphone on this phone, by the way, when you're like 3 feet away, you can't hear us. So if you see lips moving and us changing movements, it's what we talked about. Danielle, when are you gonna do this? Aaron, have you done this one yet? All right, guys, we're gonna start walking on, what did I say, toes? Let's start with our toes. Warm those calves up. So my original plan was to do jumping lunges, but because of my level of soreness, do I want to add to that? I also always need to work on my deadlift strength, though. Really? It's not my favorite movement. I don't know why. Well, I know why I do it with my butt cheeks. It's fine. Actually, no, that's right. All right, guys. Now we're gonna walk with our toes out, walking on the balls of those feet. Oh, Jen is a master at it. We know this. She's fit as a fiddle. They always say like fittest cameraman, fittest media team woman, that would be Jen. Also world traveler. Oh. All right, guys. Now walking with our toes back, toes in. If you can tell me how to walk with your toes back, I will be impressed.
And then send a video.
And then send a video to Jen at.
Right.
Oh, that's awesome, Marcus. Man, lots of votes for deadlifts.
Oh.
All right, guys, now we are going, lunge, I forgot lunge. So we're gonna, whatever leg you're lunging forward with, guys, you're gonna grab the opposite arm and reach up and over for a little bit of a hip stretch, and then on the way back, you'll see Jen and I do a neutral spine twist. So you want that spine to stay nice and neutral, and you'll twist to the right and to the left. So if we're lunging forward with our left, we'll reach up to the right and over. Oh, that feels nice.
Maybe just get up 10 minutes earlier. Or even, not even get up earlier, just do it. Yes. Just get out of bed and stretch for 5 minutes.
Isn't it amazing how different your body feels during this morning? Like, this morning, I don't think that I'm waking up and REM sleep, like dream sleep, and that makes me so sleepy. Like, when you don't want to move, oh my gosh. Drives me crazy. For the longest time, like, I've been like, I enjoy journaling, I just feel like I never have time to do it, as well as meditating. I'm like, wake up an hour earlier. But that's just it's so hard to get to that routine.
Yeah.
Now we'll do our twist, guys. Are there people here? Dogs, what's happening? No. What's happening? They're early birds.
It's also Gipper doing it, so you just really never know.
It could be a rock. The question's out. Hey, Gil. Feels like it's not me.
Who brought this?
Gipper looks so funny shaved too. You guys, Gipper got shaved. You realize how big of a dog he is. I like it when they shave him and they leave his tail fluffy. It looks like a duster. Oh, Philip. That's what you would do. I just love that. I know, Eilish, we've missed you. Oh my gosh. All right, guys, so now we're gonna do some butt kicks out, some high knees back, and then we'll do 1 round of 10 lunge, elbow to floor, 20 glute bridge. And then we'll, again, do whatever else you need. Maybe, I like some leg swings. I'll probably throw some leg swings in there, and then we'll probably get going. Even though I always say you should get your heart rate up before you start, so it's not like hitting 200 when you start. That's what you should do. We'll see if we do
Guess
it.
what we're gonna do.
Yeah, right? So, we'll high knee out, guys. Nice quick feet, drive the knees. Nice and high. I always say start with medium knees. I don't really know why I'm not hard up. And then we'll butt kick back, guys. Bringing those heels to those glutes. We've had Murph Prep Monday too. I wonder if everyone's gonna do Murph after regionals.
I don't know. We were talking about that
I feel like everyone's
yesterday.
gonna be a little, maybe taking it easy. Although, truth be told, gang, 2 workouts a day for our crew
It's more than
is like a vacation. So the intensity and the emotion of it all is totally different. Obviously, it's taxing on your central nervous system and stuff like your maxes and things like that. But we'll see. They're used to a lot of volume, so TBD. All right, guys. Now 10 lunge, elbow to floor. So whatever leg I lunge forward with, I bring that same elbow towards the ground. My elbow does not touch the ground. ground. If we're being honest
I
here.
can on one side.
Ooh, you can?
No.
Oh, girls got mobility.
Now that the back's better.
Well, you guys, we actually have someone that can demonstrate this.
Oh, I didn't know.
I'm doing this for a year now, and my elbow's still not close to the floor, but that's okay. So, if you bring that left leg down, you can bring that left-ish elbow down. You can make it quick, or you can spend a little time there. My glutes are nice and sore today, gang, so I kind of want to hang out there a little bit. You can even floss those hips a little bit, guys. Whatever you need to feel nice and warm for this run. George is like on Team Rich. He's like, CNS doesn't exist. I mean, Rich is a smart dude. He knows all about the CNS, but he doesn't acknowledge that. He laughs at us. He's like, your CNS is fine. I'm like, I just clipped to the side of a table and then ran into a wall. Something's off. And it could have been the fact that we lifted like 1,000 pounds a day before.
No.
Right? Ooh, that twist. Let's, I like that. Rich. George, of course, you believe Rich. Everyone believes Rich. He's like this trustworthy dude or something. Oh, you guys can throw in a twist like Jen just did. I like that. That feels nice. Gary, it's like saying Philbot knows. I know, Gary. It's like choose your battles. Philbot knows everything. Little do people know, if you guys have a question, Phil can look it up for you in about 5 seconds.
He's saying, like us on media sometimes, we're like going to Google something, we're like, never mind.
Philip's got it.
Got it. And we don't even check Google if he's right, we just assume he is.
That's why we call him Philbot. He's part artificial intelligence. Oh. All right, guys, I don't know if that's 10. I feel like we're roughly, we're close.
All right.
You guys know me and my counting. Now we're gonna do 20 glute bridge. If you have a band, you can use a band too, guys. Some people activate their glutes a little differently based on if you want to use a push out your knees with a band, or if you have a block or a foam roller, you can squeeze in. Everyone has different strengths and weaknesses there. For me, it works best when I bring my heels close to my glutes, raise those hips, squeeze your hamstrings, your glutes, your low back. I like also using a band too for activation. So 20 of these, you can pause at the top if you want to. Just make sure, guys, take a peek at your pelvis and make sure you're not dropping one side or the other. Want to stay nice and neutral there if you can. You might have an imbalance if one side drops a little more than the other. That's kind of a little easier to see or expose when you do single leg. So if I do a single leg one, I have one side that tends to stay up a little better than the other. So try to work on that. Have old hamstring injuries, and it's because I never use my butt. Gotta fire up those butt cheeks, gang. For real scientific terms today. Nice job, guys. Again, I was chatting and not counting, so probably do 5 more of these. What time are you going up to now, Soldier?
Thursday. We don't have a time yet.
Oh, yeah, 20 gang.
Right.
All right, gang, now to get through, Philip says the kind of appreciation he likes. Jen's got you, Philip. To stimulate blushing.
Uses red LED.
Oh, that's funny, guys. All right, so we have a fun one on the agenda. This is a very Rich Froning-esque program type workout. Tasia must have had a little Rich rub off on him today. Good morning, Stefan. You made it. Stefan has the cutest dog.
Hey.
He took her to the beach and she had sunglasses and a hat. It was really cute. So by Rich style workout, guys, I mean multiple sets with some rest. So it's basically like 3 workouts in one. Didn't you want that on Tuesday? Yeah. So for the bodyweight version today, 3 sets, 24, 16, 12, jumping lunges, what I think is like one of the best kept secret movements out there for getting your heart rate up, and a 200-meter run in between each set. So how that works is you'll do 24 total jumping lunges, so it's basically 12 on each leg, then you'll run 200, 16, 200, 12, 200. For the minimal, what Jen will be doing for us today, Again, 3 sets, so you do that whole thing, you'll rest 2 minutes and you'll repeat. But for this one, it'll be 21, 15, 9, double dumbbell deadlifts, 50s for the men, 35s for the women, 200-meter run after each. So she'll do 21 deadlifts, 200-meter run, 15, 200, 9, 200, and then she'll rest 2 minutes and repeat 3 times. Oh, Stefan, you put him up there, that's so sweet. So, any questions, gang? Or do you need any additional warm-ups? Like I said, I'll probably do a few more leg swings before we get started. I just like to loosen up my hamstrings a little bit more before I get on the runner. Even if you guys have a band, a lot of, I like the banded RDL as a warm-up to warm up the hamstrings. Even regular bodyweight RDLs, guys. Anything like that. And if you guys have any questions about specific movements or warm-ups, just let us know. We're always happy to throw in some extra stuff if you need it. So there, let's get leg swinging. You guys get set up. I think I've decided on a hybrid. I'm gonna start with the jumping lunges just to mix it up because, truth be told, I despise jumping lunges. I don't really despise, I find them challenging. As an endurance athlete, despise isn't the right word.
Use your words. I find them challenging.
Yes, I find them very challenging, which means I need to do them. So I tried to get you guys to convince me to do deadlifts, even though in my heart I knew I should do lunges. So that's what we're gonna start with. But I'm not opposed to the hybrid, because Jen did suggest why don't I do lunges, deadlift, lunge. But I'm gonna see how hard the lunges are. And if they are really hard, then I'm gonna do all 3 lunges. I'm talking myself off the ledge here, you know? We need that sometimes, that's accountability.
You do, you have to walk yourself there.
I do. It's just about getting started, guys, right? Josh, we're great, how are you? Erica, you too. Oh, I know, same Erica, that's why I'm doing them. Stefan wants to know what your IG handle is, Jen.
Stefan, I don't know if you can hear this.
I was gonna say you might want to get a little closer.
It is basically my name. It is J Frudaker, Frudaker.
Oh, we should have done a giveaway, 20 bucks if you can.
Oh my gosh! Forget what I just said. Forget everything.
Actually, say it one more time. Yeah. Because I'm your dear friend and I need to pronounce.
We're related. So my family is Greek, and when they came over from Greece like 2-3 generations ago, they changed it from Frutakis to Frudaker.
Oh,
so if there's any other Frudaker,
because that does sound Greek. Oh, you're from, can we go to Greece? Going to the Greek islands has been on my bucket list.
I'm surprised you haven't, because I feel like you're just like a...
Oh, it's always been the place where like, I was trying to go, but I couldn't, like, it's easier to find places to study abroad or go with groups to like, but Greece is hard in terms of, I also not knowing anyone. Well, I have like maybe a few friends, but not way back when.
From there.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I always was conflicted about to do a cruise or go to the island because I feel like you get a better experience when you like submerge yourself a little bit more.
Agreed.
But on the same token, island hopping doesn't sound like the worst way to get accustomed. So if anyone's from Greece out there and you have any suggestions, or Philbot, if you can let us know, you know, Greece is really high up on my places to go list. Also because I love the history, the really ancient history side of it.
Yeah.
I'm a nerd in that regard. So.
What is your name history?
It's Dutch. Because the double consonants and double vowels keyboard. Interesting. But similar to what you were saying, my mom's maiden name is Reinhardt, which is Irish. Is that Irish or German? I think it's Irish. And they switched it from Reinhard to Reinhardt.
Really?
But I find it so interesting that when everyone moved, they decided to change it, you know? Because some did and some, you know. Gang, we're just getting a little bit extra in with, like I said, our leg swings. I'm just doing a little bit extra, working on those calves. Philip says Team Dimples. You're Team Dimples. They're so sweet. Gary, more stalkerish. Gary, I trust that you could find anyone. They really do need gifts in here, Stefan, 100%. I also like to open up that low back a little bit before getting going, guys. I will actually perform a few jumping lunges. So, on your jumping lunges, guys, I always say, You might see me sway a little bit or tip over a little bit, just working on balance, especially in the warm-up part, but I always focus on making the base a little bit wider than I think, because I think a lot of people get narrow and it's easier to tip, so if you focus on actually making that base a little bit wider, also don't slam your knee against the ground. There I am tipping over. But that's my focus, is you can get your arms into it if you would like to, but I focus on trying to get a little bit wider on that jump. For our deadlifts, gang, my favorite deadlift hack, which I've told you guys many times. You want those deadlifts right by your feet, guys, and because we want to keep that chest nice and tall and that back flat, see, Jen, you can go ahead and perform a deadlift.
Oh.
Yep, you just need to touch one dumbbell and extend your hips at the top. But on that very first pull, guys, when you're leaning down to grab, the tip and secret here is, think about sitting back right before you pull the dumbbells up, because see how that immediately makes my chest nice and tall and puts me in that nice deadlift position. Perfect, just like that. So see how she's making sure to extend at the top of those deadlifts, and she only needs to touch one head of the dumbbell on the ground. At least that's my rule.
Only 120 more.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
I didn't even.
It is a lot. Oh, geez, guys. Oh, dear. Okay, Eilish, perfect. She says, Tasia tip, staying low is awesome for jumping lunges. That means fast, Eilish. I'm on the extend full up, make it a slow jump train. I'm just kidding. Because of that, Eilish, I'm going to remember to stay low today. Salva, good morning. Julie, good morning. Diana, totally. Mykonos, definitely on my bucket list. Yes, Josh, we are Central Time. That 7:30 a.m. start team here, that's us.
Unless the phone's dead.
We often have technical issues because we are in the middle of nowhere. It's not us, we swear.
Mm-hmm.
Or things being plugged in. All right, guys, again, 3 sets, 24, 16, 12 on the lunges, 200-meter run after, 21, 15, 9 on the double dumbbell deadlifts. And we're going to get ready to rock and roll, unless you guys have any questions. Crickets!
Here we go. Yeah,
A fan is not a bad idea today.
I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Actually, guys, I'm going to open up these other doors, too. It is, it's toasty. Eilish, Elly time. I like it. Yes. Yeah, I don't know how you do it, to be honest.
House so cold. I mean, it's not so cold, but colder than outside.
Actually, it's funny you say that because it's the first time last night, I'm making dinner and I'm like, it is so cold in here. And then I walk outside to walk the dog and I'm like,
Poor. Yeah.
what do I do?
I want to be cold again.
Yes. All right, guys, just got to remind myself. 2-minute rest between. And I mean, start the whoop. Come on now, you know?
Oh.
It's like I usually, I got in the routine, so with the whoop, you can go back and tell it when you worked out, but then I never go back and tell it. So this way I can just stay current while I'm doing it. It also, for those minds where you just keep yourself accountable, it stresses me out a little bit. Good stress, because I can see what my heart rate's at and what my strain is at. So for me, it lets me gauge if I'm doing the amount of rounds and sets I'm interested in doing for the amount of fitness I'm trying to achieve that day, and also based on how my rest is and how my recovery is. Some days, if my recovery is terrible, I'll modify versions, and then days where it's green, I'm like, you can do one. Even though the green and the red isn't, they say it's not necessarily, they call it recovery,
Okay.
but what it's indicating is your body's readiness to perform, not whether or not you have the ability to. So, you could be super sore or tired,
Right.
but it's saying your nervous system is ready to perform, not necessarily that you shouldn't per se. Is
Okay.
what I have heard.
That makes sense.
But it is a great indication, if your CNS isn't ready to perform, you should not be taxing it more and putting yourself in the dirt per se,
Right.
and making yourself sick or more tired, because then you won't recover.
Right.
So it makes sense. Science,
Yes.
They have so many really interesting things.
Round
Alright.
10.
Ha!
Gary.
Yeah, Gary, you do 10 rounds in your cow suit. Okay, 24, 16, 12, 21, 15, 9. Jen, numbers. And I just said I was starting my whoop and I didn't.
And I'm 21:59.
Yes. Okay, well, I'm not waiting for you. We're going.
There.
I'm waiting for Jen. I'm not waiting for the woo. That
Sure,
one.
you're
That one. See you later. Whoa. Jeez. Lighten up, Elly. It's only Tuesday. All right, make sure it's set to meters, gang. Jen, by gang, I mean Jen. I'm glad you said that. It is. All right. It's all right. It's not plugged in today. All right, and we will keep you posted on 3-minute recoveries and maybe like 5-10 minute type things as we go. All right, we are going to start in. Are you ready, Jen? In 3, 2, 1. My hamstrings. They're so sore. My calf is just been in this perpetual cramp for about 4 days. Yeah. Have you Theragun at all? No. Oh. Try that out. I get that in one of them actually. It's like a hot spot. each, I think. Right?
Is it?
Wait, did we start with the run? Well,
started
guys, we
with
did
the
it
run.
backwards.
We did.
Sorry. So we got too excited about running. That's my bad. 2 minutes, so 4. Oh, let's talk about mindset. Okay, gang, so Jen and I just get too excited talking to you guys. It's actually supposed to be run after the movement. So she's absolutely correct. It's only 3 sets of the run. I just kind of had it halfway in my mind, halfway not.
Sorry.
So next time we'll start with the movement and then we'll do the run after each set. If that makes sense. Isla's crushing that mindset work.
Ilis, isn't it so good?
She's an all-star. Jim said she's like one of the best to ever come through the program.
Oh, that's very sweet. I don't know about that, but it's amazing the things that, by simple questions, you think you have the answer to about yourself or about experiences, but realizing how you came to that answer is really great, and discovering why you think or believe that way,
100%.
what your values or purpose or who you are, or who you be, as Jim says, might change once you start digging it up and reevaluating. So it's really good.
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
a challenge, but it's so worthy. It's such a good challenge.
We've got about 25 seconds here.
I haven't completed all of it. It's per week, but sometimes 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Other than the challenge, so.
I had weeks that took months, full transparency, so guys, I'm gonna start in 5 seconds, but I'm gonna switch and start with the lunges first, and just stick with lunges, by the way. 2,
There you
and
go. I have about 15 seconds left. Steph and I have not, I'm on challenge 6 of 12, so I'm right at halfway. However, I've probably actually been in it for about 12 weeks, but it is
I
good.
feel that.
It's really interesting. I gotta start. We'll be back.
Nice job, guys. Nice catch there, Jen, by the way. Great job, guys. Good job, Jen.
Speeding through, Ellie.
Yeah, I think lunges are definitely way faster. But definitely the explosiveness I needed today. knocking out our 120 deadlift version, which is definitely more time consuming. Great work, girl. Yeah, Anders, for sure. I think one of the biggest things I thought with mindset is just giving you a bunch of tools to use, which when we're emotional about something or overthinking something, having tools to go through it is a big deal. But also for me, what was a huge indicator was the awareness of your self-narrative, because you're going through your life and what you've been through or everything, all these important moments in your life, and you understand your self-narrative better. And I think that's kind of one of the biggest keys to our lives, is figuring that out, because when you change that, positive or negative, it's going to impact your life in a big way. So
when you put words to something,
100%.
it has such,
Yep.
and actually define it,
Yep.
it creates a whole different type of power
100%.
to where then if you start to deviate from it,
Yep.
there's that, your conscience is like,
Yep.
you
That's not
said
what you
something
said.
different, yeah.
Yeah. And it's the, like she's saying, like putting words to it. I think I have about 30 seconds, 35 seconds, but we'll see. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. You think you can define yourself, but then go and try to do it in 2 minutes, and you're like,
Wait,
it's good stuff. So like she's saying, it's a lot different when you can actually like put language to it.
Right.
And she can tell you a lot more about that too. She's like in the middle of it, getting it done. It's hard
Working
finding
through,
your like core value words.
Yes.
Knowing your strength words and your weakness well.
So that's like Elly was saying, and I have a little bit of time. Like Elly was saying, throughout the whole process, the purpose is to create language or to find your core value words. And you just start to see week after week and challenge after challenge, different words that just continually just come to the surface, and you're like, oh wait, that must mean something.
Yep. That's an important one.
I'm really not entirely sure.
Me neither. I was guessing.
Give it 5 more seconds just because. All right, last set.
Last set, guys. Here we go. Should be nice and warm by now. up, gang? Girl, Jen. Well, guys, I think I got the explosiveness I was looking for out of those jumping lunges. Philip, if Topo had legs, you're right. We're running a sub 5-minute mile on that thing. Not the Topo! Nice job, gang. For sure, Eilish. Blake, you made it! Yeah, Topo mile, Gary. Nice job, crew. My legs are on fire, Eilish. Definitely. Like I said, that explosiveness for me is definitely something I know I need to work on. Lunges are definitely a lot faster than deadlifts. And 120, I'm sure, by the third round. Nice job, girl.
Oh, nice.
Way to represent the deadlift crowd for us. You crushed it. Whew. Yeah, jumping lunges were tough. I actually listened to a couple different things, Josh. I listened to Bishop Barron. He does Word on Fire Ministries, and he's amazing. But I also listened to Church Home. I really like that one a lot too. So I like a couple different things each week, to be honest. Like to mix it up.
Me too.
Javier, thank you.
Y'all
Dinner. You guys be safe. I know you really don't want a sweaty hug before you drive. Okay. Because I kind of need it.
As long as you just don't grease me out.
I won't bring it up.
You guys take
That's Danner's hair. Danner, say hi to the world.
Hey, world.
That's Danner. He's epic. Bye. Be safe. Eric, thanks.
Hi.
Yeah, that was awesome. Jose, my strain on that workout, which is insane right now, because I feel like my Whoop never gives me strain. That could be just me being a diva, but I feel like I work really hard for, I think everyone does. It's not me alone. But so I was a 9 for that, but I don't know if it's because I haven't updated my Whoop. What's yours? Go ahead.
Just went to 10.4.
Heck yeah, so Jen's is 10.4, and I don't, like I said, I don't know if it's because I haven't updated mine or not, but for me, what I've noticed, because I try to do like my metrics on both watches for heart rate, is for my Whoop to catch my high heart rate, I have to be there for a while. So like if I'm doing intervals and I'm doing a 7-second interval, a lot of times it won't catch my like 170. I'm like, I was at one, it only saying 121. So where I feel like the overnight HRV reading and it knowing my recovery, spot on, excellent. The workout strain for me, I kind of go back and forth with, because unless it's a high sustained effort, kind of like what we did, I feel like it's pretty accurate for what we did because we got our heart rate so high. Sometimes it takes a minute to catch it.
Right.
So it just kind of, but that's my opinion. How's your experience been so far?
So I'm still pretty new to it, but similar as far as the heart rate goes. I mean, it's pretty close this time, but we've done a couple of things on the media side where we've recorded Rich and Haley's Whoop and then looked at some stuff, and it's shown the same thing.
Yeah.
But it takes a little bit just to catch up, and then once it catches,
It's
incredibly
understands,
accurate.
yeah. And I also wonder if it just like is taking it less beats per minute, like in the actual workout part, but
Yeah.
I don't know that. But one thing I've seen a lot of questions about with the Whoop that I read about, and I wonder weightlifting. And I mean, I feel like you ever do those, like you lift a lot and it's like you're a dog in socks walking after, you're so sore, it taxed you so much. And then you'll get a strain of like 4 and it's like, I'm gonna be so sore tomorrow. But what it says for things that are taxing, like weightlifting, I keep saying CNS, I know, Rachel teased me, but when you do tax things like that, that's not gonna register until the following day. So it's not gonna lower your strain or higher your strain per day because it's once per day. So just know that taxing piece will show up the following day in your recovery. Because I know a lot of people were like, oh, that doesn't make sense. It does make sense. It's just you see it one day later.
right.
Because it's not going to tell you right then and there. So that's awesome stuff. And that's amazing that yours is, it could be where you're wearing your Whoop. It could also be just based on like your body composition. There could be so many different things. So, because I wear wrist wraps, so I move mine around sometimes. So, I mean, who knows? I actually like your idea of wearing it because I feel like that would be way
Andrea
better.
taught me that.
Really?
Yes.
That's awesome.
was like, why? How did?
What, you know,
It's
yeah.
just 90 degrees. Like,
Yeah,
or
and I
180
wear my
degrees,
watch
I
like
mean.
that too, so that's like more comfortable for me. Well, that's
All
cool.
right.
I'm glad we could compare
Yeah,
ours too. That's
yeah.
awesome. We should look at that more too. All right, guys. So, what time is it? It's
I have a
7:30.
meeting at 9, so
Yes. Well,
we're doing a Mac deep dive
Yay!
to make sure we have all the content. So I'm sure you guys know that the semifinals are this weekend in Knoxville, and we have individual and our team going. So
It's gonna
we
be a
have
lot of
lots
work.
of planning to do.
And you have Media Guru in the house today, so you guys, we have to thank Jen so much for coming to throw down and get this workout done
Y'all
with
are
us
great.
this morning.
I've missed you guys.
We miss you too.
Can't
I'm glad
quit
you made
me,
it back.
people. Yeah.
I can't quit. All right, crew. Jen, don't worry about that stuff. I'll put it away for you. I promise. It's no big deal. You got
Okay.
stuff to do. That's a
Thank
big
you.
deep dive. All right, crew. So for our accessory today, we have an ab burner, which I would do, but it's past our bewitching hour, guys. The crew's gonna be out here in no time, but we'll go through it real quick. For accessory, we have 3 rounds, 20 alternating leg V-ups, 20 sit-ups, and 20 bicycle kicks, guys. So what that's gonna look like, our alternating leg V-ups, guys, our point of performance there is you really wanna activate that core and lift that chest off the ground. So I'll be bringing my right arm to my left leg, and I'll show you guys here in a second. Just make sure you're really activating that core and lifting that chest off the ground. Then we'll have 20 sit-ups, 20 bicycle kicks, and then you'll rest a minute in between. So you don't really need it for one. We have Sam here roaming the house, by the way.
So,
Sam, you want to say hi to the world? It's the world right now. This is Sam.
what's up, guys?
Everyone knows Sam. He's our very, very fit future games dominating athlete this season. Heck yes, and dominated last season. It's a slight delay, so you'll see words in it shortly. So for our V-ups, guys, right arm, left leg, engage that core. Then you'll switch, so you'll have 20 of those. Then for your sit-ups, you'll just touch behind you and touch those toes. You can have your knees together or knees wide. And then last but not least is our bicycle kicks. It's been a while since I've done those, guys. So you put your fingers behind your head, and then I'm gonna touch my right elbow to my left leg and extend that other leg out. That'll be your bicycle. It's not really how I ride a bike, more like a hiney, but I'll take it. So then you'll have 20 bicycle kicks total, gang, and then 1 minute rest in between. Sam, everyone says hi.
Hi, everyone.
All right, crew. Well, that was a super fun Tuesday session. That was a good one. Like I said, if you're looking for more of an explosive workout, I would definitely go jumping lunges. If you want that more, I'd say, strength workout, I'd go with the deadlifts. Morning, Chris. Well, crew, super thankful for you guys as always. Awesome way to start the morning. Hope you guys have an amazing Tuesday. Hope you guys are getting as fired up for semifinals as we are. Hopefully we will see you live tomorrow morning or public live with the crew tomorrow. Let me know what you guys think of this workout and this ab burner. There's always time for an ab burner. So, happy Tuesday, gang. Hope you guys have an awesome day.